Okay, so let's go to the other section of the tutorial. That once we have done our application in PD, let's go to rebeltech.org. So here we can do all the rest of process. Remember that first of all you need before starting this part of documentation or video tutorial, we need to use some browser that supports web MIDI protocol, because this application we are going to enter in seconds, it's gonna talk with Lich via USB MIDI protocol. So here, in order to work properly the process of compilation, you can use Chrome or Chromium if you are on a Linux OS, for example, like me here. And these are, of course, maybe I guess there are many browsers that supports web MIDI. But at least as I tried with others, and this is the best option, at least to work with Lich. First of all, we are going, well, imagine that we are going to patches, to the section patches. Here, if you don't, it's the first time you are logging here, maybe you can check it out what is here, but maybe later it's gonna ask you about your login when you want to upload your patch or your application. So here, as you can imagine and guess, there are several kinds of search methods to see what the community here in Rebeltech has uploaded already. You can check by the latest, by the popular ones, by the tag about the technique it's using, or even the authors, or a general search. So basically these 5 are like some kind of search, or defined by different characteristics. But actually the most important, or what we are going to use in this case, is my patches and device. Let's go to device first, and we can see here we have to connect the device. Okay, this is because I already don't have here this, because I have to get out the mouse. So I connect here the Lich, and do again, close, connect to device, boom. So here, yeah, once Lich is connected, now of course we have to do this with the modular running, connected to power, of course. We have here in the 4 slots, that have already the Lich working. Remember that we can store a pretty big amount, but I recommend you, because the Lich only have here one digit. It's just much efficient, if you like to say, to store just your 10 best favorites batch, because otherwise sometimes you can mess it up here with the number. You're thinking that it's 11 and it's 1 or whatever, like this, or something like this. Well, this is an opinion, but I just prefer to just at least to have several applications that I like the more. And maybe if I'm tired of one or something like that, maybe I can change and rearrange all the order. Okay, so first of all, we can see here we have this. Remember that if you at some point you can reset the device, even erase all the firmware, all the applications you have already loaded into your Lich, among other specifications here. But let's see the example as we already did before. Let's create a patch here. For example, let's create here hello hello Lich. I don't know his hello kick, sorry, hello kick, and choose the files, hello kick. And here, as you can see in compilation type, we have to choose, obviously in this case PD, because you know that with Lich we can program our algorithms in many different languages, like you can see here. But anyways, in this case we are going to PD. Remember that PD, I think I told you before, but anyways, with PD we need to use PD vanilla in order to working properly with Lich. As you may know, PD vanilla's version is the most like the initial one, the most classical one, developed initially by Miller Puckett, and yeah, this is because it's the most close to DSP, and there is no some abstractions and some dependence on libraries, etc. It is the most efficient version to work properly with Lich. Anyways, maybe you can find sometimes any errors, so we'll see later how it works this. Okay, so but anyways, we can here put the name, put the compilation type PD, we can upload, or even we can use a GitHub URL that we can add here as well, depending on how are you working. And well, let's make save and compile in this process, for example. So here it comes an interface that basically is your patch, the patch that we already are we have been doing here, and I showed you before you. Here, once the process, imagine that here the compilation is still in progress, but here we can see here in below, yeah, perfect, build successful. This is the prompt or the pop-up window that it comes here as soon as your compilation process is succeed. But anyways, if it's not built successful, like this case, it's very useful tool to debug or to rearrange what is going on in your patch. Because for example here maybe it's coming here with some errors that it's featuring you, or it's writing what is happening. So maybe in this case you can rearrange or go into the patch and later to change some things, some stuff, that maybe guess what happens, and in a continuous process and maybe different versions. Finally, in the last version, maybe you are arriving to this like we are here, and the compilation succeed. So always it's a very cool and nice prompt. But anyways, here as you can see, we can see the patch I show you before. As you can see, the format is very narrow, so for this reason it's the very good idea to program with PD in a vertical position like this, because we can later check it out what is going here, what is running, if it's something that is not correctly built. Maybe we can see here with dots or whatever. So because here it's difficult to check it out, all the patch for patches, for huge patches, I recommend you that you are doing with this vertical position in order to check it out later or debug later. Well, anyways, here once we are compiled, the last thing we have to do is store. Here it says puts different numbers here, as it says can go from 0 to 40, but as I told you before, I suggest you that you are like entering from 0 to 9 in order to be clear what is the algorithm you are use. Is less confusing than if you are like going to use a very big amount of slots. So for example, in this case, let's put 4. Let's put 4 because the other 3 I have already using it, I think. So it's storing. Okay, and after storing, let's see what is left. I have to load it here. Load. Okay, and let. Here we go. We have our patch here. Now we have patch already sent it from rebeltechnology.org to our Lich here, so we can can have just fun, and hope you like it, and follow the descriptions below and information in this video, and see you soon.